Let's take a look at him here. You watch what Page can do. Look at that. Look at it. But he's hilarious too. He just stands there, looks off in the distance as the referee stops the fight.
The history of mixed martial arts knows many cases when young fighters set a goal to break into the industry and stand out among others in a vivid and memorable manner. And as we know, most of these guys couldn't ultimately achieve anything worthy. But today, we're going to talk about the guy whose dynamic and flashy performances already have a place in compilations and spectacular highlights. Here it is, guys, the best fights of Michael Page when he shocked the world. Please don't forget about the likes, comments with 4 words, and subscribe to the channel. Here we go. Number 1. Rudy Bears, Bellator 140. On July 17th of 2015, Michael Page was going out to have his 8th professional fight. By that moment, he still continued to impress the local fans and earn convincing wins. The next in line happened to be another American fighter, Rudy Bears. At that time, the guy was going through tough times as he already had a record of 16 wins and 13 losses, and matchmakers decided to give him the rising Venom. Speaking about that fight, nothing new happened there, in a sense that MVP acted as he always does in his usual manner, which could already be considered a common thing for his style. This time the fight lasted only 1 minute and 50 seconds, but even for such a short time, the flashy Brit once again showed all of his originality and, more importantly, the efficiency of his technique. He had time to knock Bears down, defend the takedown attempt after an unsuccessful spinning kick, perform the spectacular roll, and get to the top position.
Sean Burrell had some success getting it far away. Spinning back kick, and Rudy Bears gets a takedown and immediately finds himself on the bottom. Good knee.
And then surgically blast the American's chin.
His opponent never saw it coming. Rudy Bears was trying to move his head out of the way too slow. Gonna try it with super slow-mo, and it looks like almost regular speed. The right hand shot right to the chin knocks Rudy Bears off balance and out. Beautiful job. The legend grows with one more monster.
Number 2. Evangelista Santos, Bellator 158. By July of 2016, Michael Page already made a name for himself with 10 wins in a row and no losses. In the main card of the 158th event, the young and outrageous Brit was up against the Brazilian veteran Evangelista Santos.
Well, what can I say, man? I'm crazy excited about this event. Definitely going to be putting on the biggest show I've ever put. You know, those that have seen me fight already, every single time I step out there, I put on the show. It's hashtag MVP TV. It's always about me, man. I don't care who the main event is. I'm putting on the biggest show when I step out. Everyone's going to be talking about me afterwards. So don't think we don't miss the show.
The reality is a good fighter, but he never been tested. You know, he never got a punch, real punch. He not test his chin yet, and I'm gonna test his chin. I wanna see if he's capable to take my punch.
Venom began to demonstrate his favorite technique from the very start of the fight. He began to circle around the Brazilian and wait for him to attack. There were no offensive actions from either side for 1.5 minutes. Michael Page decided to fix that and tried to rush with a knee.
Big jump knee.
Santos managed to react to that thrust, caught the Brit's leg and took him to the ground. He couldn't find a submission, however he held him down till the end of the round. Venom stepped on the gas in the next 5 minutes. Cornered Evangelista Santos hesitated to show his striking skills against such an orthodox fighter. As for MVP, he began to attack more often and expectedly landed more strikes. Only occasionally did the Brazilian throw overhands, betting on the surprise factor. But his labor did not pay off. Michael continued to stalk his opponent almost until the very end, and with 30 seconds left in the round, the following happened. Santos attempted another attack, but he paid a big price for that. Venom jumped with a flying knee and literally shattered the opponent's frontal bone.
There's not everything you need in a fight. You lose off the liver shot. It can come back. Beautiful. Runs into the jump knee, and it's over.
Such a brutal and vicious performance put Michael Page on a new level. And on this sad note, the Brazilian's career came to an end. Fortunately, the organization staff managed to transport the fighter to the hospital. KIELY, Bellator 227. We continue to headlong into Venom's career, and the next in line is the Irishman Richard KIELY. This guy faced Michael Page right after he suffered his first professional career loss. Their fight took place on September. At that time, the MVP's record was 14 wins and 1 loss.
Obviously, he bit back, a little bit of stuff online. Bellator offered me the fight. I was like, if you're seriously gonna pay me what you pay me to fight this guy, then why not? It's an extra payday. And one for the fans. So I actually always wanted to come and fight in Dublin as well. Got some amazing fans over here, so why not? That's it, really.
Well, I think,
a point of order. He actually asked for the fight.
Well,
He actually asked for the fight. So don't be telling Luis Pinocchio.
Well, Rich has been saying he's got a KO in him. What do you think of that?
He tapped a submission I wasn't even on. What the fuck are you talking about? You ain't got shit in you.
Was already a big star of the promotion, and the fans couldn't wait for his next fight. For his loss to Douglas Lima. Number 4. Ryan Sanders, Bellator 93. After 3 wins in a row in the local promotion, Michael Page drew attention from the heads of Bellator. Such a flashy finisher in the face of the Brits with 3 consecutive wins was expectedly signed with the world's 2nd league. His debut opponent within the new walls happened to be the American fighter with a record of 4-3, Ryan Sanders. Their fight took place at the undercard of the 93rd event. As soon as the referee started the fight, the Bangorian rushed forward. He tried to press the Brit to the fence, capitalized on the surprise factor and attack. Page's very first counter only grazed him. Surprisingly, Sanders did not slow down and continued to pressure. However, Venom immediately fixed his mistake and this time slayed the American with a heavy right. The strike sent Ryan Sanders into an unconditional knockout, and Michael Page needed only 10 seconds to successfully debut in the new fighting organization. Number 5. Douglas Lima 2, Bellator 267. And to finish this compilation, we're going to talk about the fight that happened quite recently. On October the 1st of 2021, Michael Page had his rematch with one of Bellator's most prominent fighters, Douglas Lima. The first fight took place 2 years earlier, and back then the Brazilian gave Venom his first professional loss. Since then, the fighter from England returned to the win column, and their rematch took place in the main event of the evening of the 267th tournament.
The thing that people haven't seen, because I wasn't really under the spotlight, is years in kickboxing, and I remember for a period of about 4 years straight. I remember literally every competition. I was doing competitions near enough every weekend. Every competitions for about 4 years, I'd get my ass handed to me. I was getting beaten up left, right, and center, and I had to keep going back to the competition because my family was going back. The team's going back. You had to be there. I got used to losing, and every single person that beat me, eventually I figured a way out to get back to them, beat them, and then they never beat me again. So it just felt the same again because I'm kind of used to losing like that. When I took the loss, it just means more to other people because of the 0. But for me, it's like, I'm just going to get you back. And this is the time for me to show that.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a different fight, but I always feel better, when I fought somebody before. It gets you know a lot more about him, the way he moves, what he's good at, what he's not so good at. So I'm sure there's, I'm 100%, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to do different, we study, coach knows, what else, what's the best weapons, what else we gotta change, and but we're ready, man. We're ready, we're prepared, we train really hard for this, and about to deliver another big knockout.
In the second fight with one of the main Brazilians of the world's 2nd promotion, MVP showed his best. In the very first round, he impressed his opponent with an unorthodox movement and sudden attacks. In just the half of the round, Venom dropped Douglas Lima twice. The former champion decided to take no risk and took the opponent to the ground. He held the obstinate Brit on the lower level and waited for the bell to ring. In the next 5 minutes, Michael Page continued to circle around the Brazilian and occasionally attack him from different ranges. Lima got mostly confused with his semi-dancing moves and fakes that over time flowed into strikes from various angles. For now, Lima doesn't know how to approach the fast and prepared Venom. The final round unfolded in the same manner. In more than just 2 minutes, MVP once again dropped his opponent with a precise attack. Lima couldn't come up with anything better than just taking the Brit down again. He held him there till the final bell and in the end raised his hand as a sign of victory. But the reality was different. In the conclusion, in the beginning of February 2012, a vivid and charismatic Michael Page just had his professional sports debut. At UC MMA 26, he competed against his first victim in the face of his countryman, DISHMAN. As soon as the bell rang, Venom began to demonstrate total dominance in his favorite manner. In the very beginning of his professional career, he translated dazzling confidence and maneuvered around DISHMAN non-stop. The mix of acrobatic and dancing moves simply discouraged him. The guy didn't understand how he could possibly cut the distance and catch elusive Venom. In the end, the whole performance took a little more than 1 minute. When DISHMAN found himself against the cage and stopped moving, a precise and deadly tornado kick ripped his head off.
The London shoot fighter screaming at him, telling him to take it seriously, and there's a spinning kick. That is unbelievable.
Wow. He turns.
And earned Michael his first official vivid win in the professional career. What a great start. There it is, guys. Leave your opinion about Michael Page in the comments below. Do you think that the 35-year-old Venom has chances for a successful career? And of course, don't forget to tag your favorite MVP performances. This guy made a valuable contribution to the sport's development and personally complemented the vault of highlights with at least a dozen spectacular finishes. And either way, this guy had a great showing throughout his professional journey. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss new videos. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and see you soon.